Hi, everyone. We're here talking about CollectionSpace, which is, well, these three things. A dynamic community, an innovative technical platform, and open source. But really, what I came to talk about are museum collections and collections of all types that might be called museum collections. So where did CollectionSpace start? At the Museum of the Moving Image. It emerged from the needs of a single institution to address the needs of many institutions. So for those of you who are not familiar with the Museum of the Moving Image, it's based in Queens, in Astoria, in New York. And they collect everything except the actual moving image. So they collect technical apparatus, stills from films, licensed merchandise, because we all love Luke Skywalker, apparel. Everybody needs a pair of Jurassic Park boxer shorts. And housewares, these are the teacups from the TV show Dynasty. Yes, exactly. They also collect video games, which is really a lot of fun. But the inspiration for CollectionSpace came from their need to manage their collections, and they're eclectic, like lots of collections are. So CollectionSpace has become a community of collecting institutions that are interested in working with museum standards and museum practices to manage those collections. So there's a variety of shapes and sizes here, and I'm just going to quickly go through these because you're going to come, learn more about it in the other session. So you can manage your seaweed collection if you're a herbaria. You can even have a digitization project involving your seaweed collection and manage in CollectionSpace. You might also, whoops, yeah, thinking. If you're the National Gallery of Art in Denmark and you have a very large 365-page codex of all of the flowers in the King's Garden, you might manage those in CollectionSpace. If you're the Walker Art Center and you commission performance, you might be cataloging the commission of Naked by the performance art couple from Japan, Aiko and Koma. If you're a historical society, you might be cataloging your botanical medicinal collection. And if you're the Miami-Dade County, you might be cataloging your public art collection and then putting it online from CollectionSpace. So if you want to know what works of art are in the water and sewer building, you can keep track of them in CollectionSpace. So we started out with a community design process. It's the reason why we're able to include and be so inclusive in terms of community. And it's why the technical platform is what it is, and that's where the technical part comes in, with a common entity schema that is core to CollectionSpace, domain-specific extensions, which Peter's going to talk a little bit about in terms of communities of practice, and then deployment-specific extensions for your own collection. And we've got 2 minutes, and that's perfect. So the only other thing I want to say about our relationship with Lyrasis at this point is that CollectionSpace lives now at Lyrasis. That's where our home is, even though our staff is distributed across the country. But we're very happy to be there, and there's lots of reasons why we live there, so you can come and find out more about it. Peter?
And my name is Peter Murray. I'm the Assistant Director for Technology Services Development at Lyrasis, and head of the team that is hosting open source software for cultural heritage organizations. And where Angela's group is working on behalf of CollectionSpace as a whole, I'm part of the group that is hosting CollectionSpace for those organizations that don't care about the technology and want to focus more on their collections, their content, and their patrons. We're adding CollectionSpace this month, starting with the Walker Art Center in Minnesota and the Museum of the Moving Image in New York. We're doing this based on a wisdom of crowds approach, where we're creating profiles in CollectionSpace based on various communities of practice. Each profile will have the set of extensions, schema extensions, and the procedures that are unique to that collection. A fine arts collection is different from an anthropology museum, and so forth. And by creating these profiles, we'll be able to better upgrade their institutions and manage the installations more easily. We're creating these profiles at Lyrasis, but they become part of the community, and they become part of the organizational home that Angela mentioned. I have just a few seconds remaining, and I wanted to mention another program at Lyrasis, and that's the PhosphorLib website. PhosphorLib is a tool helping organizations decide if and which open source software is right for them. We've got decision support tools and case studies and a crowdsourced registry of open source packages. So I ask you to check that out. Really easy to remember: FOSS, free open source software, number 4, lib.org. And thank you.
Thank you.